my friends, welcome back. So I am house sitting again. So spring is definitely close by. I have birds chirping around me out here in the beautiful, I don't know if I would call it beautiful, but the weather here in North Idaho. Yesterday was April Fool's Day, and Mother Nature definitely pulled a little bit of an April Fool's trick. It was almost a blizzard all day, and it would go between snowing and rain and then back to snow, and definitely was an interesting first day of spring, or first day of April. So the birds are out, they're chirping and checking out the bird feeder and all of those things, so I'm super excited. But today we are going to talk about something that a lot of you asked me questions about. So let's get into that. While I'm here house sitting for a friend, I started thinking about some of the things that I didn't know when I first started on this journey. I have friends that ask me questions all the time about my lifestyle and what it entails. And part of that is not really comprehending what the difference is between words like homesteading or off-grid living, or what those terms actually mean. So I'm going to delve a little bit into that today, go into some detail, so that for those of you that don't really know what they are, then you can learn. And also for my friends back home from the city, so that you guys can understand a little bit more about the different aspects to this country life. So come on, let's go delve into it. When I recently started my journey from city life to country life, I truly did not know the difference between homesteading, farming, and really what being off-grid meant. I was raised in the city and had limited time with this type of lifestyle. While homesteading and being off-grid often go hand in hand, they are two totally separate entities. Both include aspects of self-sufficiency. Being more self-sufficient and self-reliant has become increasingly popular over the last few years, and the idea of homesteading and or living off-grid has found renewed interest. Now, living off-grid is not just about being self-sufficient. It's also about living entirely autonomously. The core goal in both lifestyle choices is to rely less on society and the government to support you and your family needs. Now, like the phrases living off-grid or self-sustainable or homesteading, these all may mean different things to different people. But by definition, living off of the grid means that you are not connected to the power grid, or also some people say using city water or sewage. While not all homesteaders live off-grid, almost all off-gridders are homesteaders. Traditional homesteads are on many acres of lands away from towns and cities. However, with the newfound interest in living this self-sustainable life, you see homesteading even beginning in the city, in people's own backyards. Becoming more self-sufficient in today's world is slowly becoming a goal for many, many people. While going off-grid may feel extreme to some, homesteading can be done virtually anywhere. With homesteading, people often still use those public utilities. So let's dive into farming. What makes homesteading different from a farm? Now, homesteading is not really about profiting from crops or livestock. While some homesteaders may use their gardens and livestock as a small source of income, the immediate goal of homesteading really is to provide and sustain the homesteader and their family. Homesteading seeks not to rely on society for food and other supply needs. There are a lot of considerations when deciding if you want to live this type of lifestyle. The greatest consideration is how much independence do you really want to have? Do you want to live with solar or other electricity generation? What sort of waste management system do you want to have in place? What restrictions does your desired location have concerning off-grid living? Will you be able to survive without standard amenities? These are all the differences between off-grid living, where you are responsible for your own survival, versus homesteading, where there may be a safety net of some public utility involvement in you and your family's survival. The core goal for both lifestyle choices is to rely less on society and the government to support you and your family's needs. Every homesteader or family living off-grid has their own motivations for their choices. Some are motivated by saving money, others are motivated maybe by their health, or some homesteaders believe in the positive impact self-sustainability has on the environment. For me personally, I am choosing this lifestyle because as I am aging, I see things differently. I want to surround myself with nature. I want to live a more self-sustained life. And I see what's happening out there in this crazy world lately. So that's my journey. This is what I am looking for myself. What's your journey? I want to thank you guys for coming and joining me today. Have a wonderful week. God bless.